I'm sending you some sign language. You know that means hi. That's easy. Hi and bye are the same. But I've been working on my letters, so you can do letters in sign language too. Like maybe if your parents are working, or if we're in meeting at school and you want to be quiet. So you could spell your friend's name. I can do Eli. Watch this. E, L, see the L? I, kind of looks like an I without the dot on the top. That spells Eli, so I could say, hi Eli without even saying a word. So there's another sign language that goes like this. That means same. If you have something that's the same with someone else, you could do that. Jaden, Maeve, Eli, and Mason, they all have babies at their house. So they could do this with each other. Emmett, he has a lot of animals at his house. So he could do this with Layla, because Layla has a lot of animals too. Oh, and Hudson, he knows how to take care of animals. You do this with them. Charlie, she has a new house. So if you have a new house, Charlie. Forrest, you and I both like to play outside a lot. So Forrest, you and I could go like this, same. Now, Ella, Ray, Henry, Hazel, and Jaden all have older sisters or brothers at home to play with. So they could all do this to each other too. Good morning, everyone. I'm looking forward to seeing you today at our meetings online. Bye, guys.
Sage, what are you doing? You're drinking pond water. All right, well, you know the song for this week is, did you guess it? 5 Green and Speckled Frogs? Yes, we're singing 5 Green and Speckled Frogs, and look at what I've got. A hollow log at the pond. So let's see, what do we need then? Did you guess? Hey, Sage, don't go in front of the log. Frogs. Okay, here we've got 1, 2. Hey, that one actually has speckles. 3. 4. 5. Oh wait, if I just move one of them, then they will be in order. Oh wait, 2 of them. They will be in order from biggest to smallest. Which one do I need to move? Which one do you think? Oh, the first one that I put down, the second one, the third, the fourth, or the fifth? Did you think this one? This is the second one I put down. Yeah, if I move it, then we'll go from the smallest up to the biggest. Here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one's the most camouflaged? There's one that I keep having a hard time seeing. I think this one. It's hard to see. It's camouflaged. All right, let's start singing. How many total do we have? We have 5. 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum! One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 green speckled frogs, dum da dum 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 dum. 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum! One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Then there were 1, 2, 3. 3 green speckled frogs. Doop, 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 doop. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there are 2 green speckled frogs. Doop, 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 doop. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Ooh, that one's hard to see. Then there was 1 green and speckled frog that sat on the hollow log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. It jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Then there were 0 speckled frogs. Doom, da, doom, 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 doom. 0. There are no speckled frogs. Wait, there they are. They're hiding in the water. Hey, that one is still tricky to see. That really dark one? Whoa, it's tricky. So this is a fun thing that you can do, and you don't need to use frogs to play 5 green and speckled frogs song. You can use your fingers, or you could use rocks for frogs, or you could use stuffed animals for frogs. You can use all kinds of things. After having so much fun going out kayaking and discovering all kinds of frogs, which we later discovered were wood frogs, we decided to go ponding and adventuring. And when you go ponding, you can look at the weather and decide what works best for you. Tobin wanted to just wear plain water shoes and shorts. Nora wanted her mud boots. And when I go ponding this type of weather, I tend to like to wear big old galoshy pants. But sometimes when it's really warm, we'll even go in bare feet. So here's a fun adventure of us going ponding. When we go ponding for frogs, we often bring nets.
Here he comes.
Because it helps us extend
Bring
our
it
reach
over,
of our
Tobin.
hands. One of my favorite tools is to use hands because I like the feeling of the frogs. If you don't have a net, don't worry. You can always make one from one of those mesh veggie bags that you get sometimes when you buy oranges or avocados, and you could wrap it around something like a coat hanger to make a homemade net.
Let's see. Show my class. We're at my house frog catching. You can hear them. There are hundreds of frogs here just starting to lay their eggs. Listen. Hopefully Tobin will bring us a frog he caught. Tobin, bring it over. Oh, there it is.
Tobin, you're an expert frog hunter.
Tobin is a frog catcher. Oh, Nora's going to pick it up with her hands. Nora, how does it feel?
Slippery.
Oh, there it goes. Ooh, ooh. Uh-oh. Escape artist. They are so slippery and jumpy. Gotta make sure my hands are wet so it doesn't hurt them. Here you go, Nora. She's holding a little frog.
It can go if it wants to.
They're making sure it feels comfortable. I think that's why they put it back in the water.
It's eating. It's eating those little worms.
Oh, look how skinny it looks. I think it is hungry after a long winter of not having food.
Mama, it's just a frog.
I'm wondering, do you guys know any facts about frogs? What do you guys know about frogs?
See it? You want to bring it up here, show IMG?
Have you ever gone frog catching or know where you can find some frogs?
You can have bogs to come down here. They have bogs, but
About these frogs.
so there's two that have striped legs, and one is, and I'm looking forward to see if they mate.
Oh man.
Nora caught another one, so now we have 4. Because there's 3, and now there's 4. They're hiding in those over there. I caught 3. This is my 3rd total.
Oh my goodness.
See it? Right here.
Let's see what Nora's got. So we had 3 and we have 1 more. So how many do we have altogether?
4.
We have
so they could
4
fit in
frogs.
these 4.
Let's see. Let's count them.
1,
1.
2, 3, 4.
It's hard to count them when they're moving. Are you
1,
sure?
2, 3, 4.
Nice job
1
pointing.
striped leg, 2 striped leg, 3 striped legs.
So we have 3 with stripes. So which one's different?
That one.
Why is it different?
It doesn't have, wait, I can't really tell,
Oh.
but I know there's 3 stripes. My sister's going out there.
Oh, she's in it. She's gonna go hunt. She's a huntress. Well, friends,
And I am keeping an eye on the frogs, so if they try to leap out, I can catch them.
so he's the guard. Oh, she caught another. Tobin caught the first one. This is Nora's 4, so we had 4.
4 and 5.
So we had 4, and 1 more
I
is
think that's a stripe.
5. Oh,
And
let's make
4,
sure.
4 striped
1,
ones.
2, 3. Wait, they keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, friends, we're at a pond by my house. And one thing that we've noticed is there's been a lot of noises all the time by the pond. They're always croaking. It's another sign of spring. Frogs are out. They've been hibernating.
Oh, and that's my fish.
Wait,
So we have.
so wait, we had 5
Now we have 6.
and 1 more.
And
equals
6 is an even number.
Oh,
2 is the even number. Every number that has a same partner is an even number, and odd number is one that doesn't have them. Like 1 is odd, 3 is odd, 5 is odd.
okay. Thank you, Tobin. So,
Oh, they're mating, I think.
we're at the pond, and it is really exciting here. There are hundreds and hundreds of frogs. And having fun adventuring out in the pond, and I'm wondering about what your nature notes are and your adventures and your signs of spring. I'll let you take a look at the pond. Some of them are so earlier I called it a pond, but now that I've been learning more about frogs for this little frog project, I discovered it's actually a vernal pool. All these sounds that you hear are the sounds of the wood frog.
Keep an eye on the frog. God.
So you can take a moment and pause the video and start to count the frogs in the bucket. It's pretty tricky. They're all the same color, but pause it and see how many you can count. And at the end, we're going to do some frog counting. How many frogs we have yet, because there are so many. Look at this. It's a bucket full of frogs. So we're going to count.
Except and one salamander.
Yeah, that's one thing that's different. So will you take out one at a time? Then do you want to do a pattern? Nora Tobin, Nora Tobin?
Let's count. Let's
No?
count
Okay.
up.
We're just yep. Count up.
1, 2, 3.
I'll help you.
4,
5. Please don't catch them again.
6,
7.
8,
Maybe you can use 2 hands. I can't video and do this.
9, 10, 11,
12 and we're letting them go, guy.
12.
Kelvin, they're getting free, buddy.
You guys can help count along with Nora. 12, 13, 14,
15, 6. Whoa! 16. Whoa! 17. 18. 9. Oh,
Oh, that's 19.
20. Now let's look for the sun.
So 20.
I'm here to answer your questions about frogs. Now, I don't know everything about frogs, so I did have to look it up and do a lot of reading. But I have some answers for you, and if you have any more questions, just let me know. So the first question was, do frogs sleep? Well, as far as we know, they don't really sleep like us, but they do tuck in and hibernate when it gets cold. Their body could be ice crystals all over it, but the glucose inside keeps them from freezing. Their heart might even stop beating, and the frog might even stop breathing, but then in the spring it can thaw out and come back to life. Kind of a superpower. Another question you had was, how high can frogs jump? So the answer was about as far as a bus. Yes, that far. Some frogs can jump 50 feet. Tree frogs glide, so they kind of jump and then they spread out and soar. You kind of glide through the forest. So I thought that was interesting.
I want you to know at this time when we're all apart, some people feel a little bit lonely. But I want you to know you don't need to feel lonely because not only are we always here, but so are the creatures outside your door. It might be a little ant, it might be a caterpillar, it might be a butterfly, it might be a frog, it might be a bird, but there are always other friends and discoveries to make. You are not alone.